Why would you be back at it again with the white vans when you could be back at it again with the ska vans?
Yeah, pick it up.
Exactly. Like, why is he congratulating Dan Daniel for not even wearing the ska vans?
Yeah, like, are
He's
there
like,
any
oh
other
yeah,
vans?
nice white vans. It's like, no, not nice. Not as nice as the ska vans, which he should be wearing.
Daniel.
I fucking love vans.
Fuck
I should really
Daniel.
buy myself a pair. Yeah, fuck Daniel. Fuck
Hashtag
Daniel and his
fuck
vans.
Daniel and his normalization of white vans.
Yeah.
His
it's
normalization of only white vans and other vans are not okay.
We need to introduce Daniel to Real Big Fish.
Yes.
You guys are still talking about the Vine, right?
Yeah.
Talk about Scott now.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, is this a real person you guys are talking about? Or are we still on the damn Daniel thing?
No, like Dan Daniel should get ska vans instead of white vans is what we're saying.
100% agree.
True. Alright, so,
Okay, so important question. So, what is the difference between a rancher, a farmer, and a cowboy? Because Carter and I were having this argument earlier.
A rancher would be raising cattle.
Okay.
And then a farmer has a farm, right? So they could be farming.
What does the farmer kind of like? What does he farm?
Okay, so a farmer can farm anything, but a rancher farms live animals.
Okay, I was close. I see. We got the same thing with ranchers. They have like livestock that they go through. But I was saying that like farmers kind of specifically go for different kinds of agriculture.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what the specific if it's like. But the thing is, they say farm-raised salmon, not ranch-raised salmon. You know what I mean? So I think you can still farm live animals, but if you are a rancher, then you're raising animals specifically. Because you don't ranch like rice. You don't have a rice ranch.
Eric Andre does.
You don't go to like a rice ranch.
Are you saying that Eric Andre ranches it up, Eden?
I'm giving Carter.
Oh my god,
now.
That's great. He's a suicide bonger.
What?
He's a suicide bonger.
Oh god.
I think you might have to explain that one to Carter.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
He's a good pure
soul. So he's this dude, and he goes around and he's like, "Time for some ranch." And he says like all this stuff, like, and then he like drinks ranch in front of people and shit.
Wait, are you talking about Eric Andre?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, because I saw the video. I know the ranch it up thing.
At the beginning of one of the Ranch It Up segments, because there's multiple versions of that segment where he does ranch in different places. So one of them starts with him, and he opens his jacket, and it's like a vest. And he has all these like plastic acrylic bombs stapled to it. He's like, "I'm a suicide bonger."
Oh god.
That's how he starts one of them.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that one's good. I like that one.
There's so much Eric.
They're all good. Okay, so I have a scratched Nintendo Switch screen.
What?
Ooh.
My Switch screen has some scratches on it.
Oh.
That was some nice alliteration, too.
Yeah.
Switch screen has some scratches. But anyway.
That could make for some good ASMR.
The scratching a Switch screen?
No, like just... Carter, whisper it into the microphone.
What he said?
Yeah.
Scratched Switch screens. Well, I don't know what.
Yeah,
what do you?
Yeah, scratch.
Are you saying just?
I can't say it because I stutter.
Are you saying just like alliteration?
Scratching my Switch screen.
Yeah, like that's some straight up ASMR.
And then I.
And then you scratch the screen.
Wait, Carter, do we have a GameCube controller? Have you seen the ASMR video that's literally just a guy doing Falco Tech?
No, but I believe it.
Oh my god. It's
I have the next best thing if you can.
No,
hold
that's
this.
not a GameCube controller though.
Not to be racist or anything, but Asian people so.
That came so out of left field.
Actually, Cassidy, I am busy.
So.
Excuse me, you can't sit here.
Actually, Megan, I can sit anywhere. I have hemorrhoids.
So.
Oh god, is this just gonna be us like quoting vines the whole fucking
Welcome
day?
to Chili's.
That was my gender.
Oh my
That
god.
is. I think that is everybody's gender. Is the Welcome to Chili's guy. One of my exes
gender?
said I look like that guy, and I'm like, how the fuck do you get that? I don't even look like that guy at all.
How could you say I look like Chicken Little?
He's dumb and he's a coward, and I am not a coward.
Oh my god. Are you still scratching the screen?
Yes.
Oh my god. So welcome to Do We Need a Name podcast episode 3.
The channel has a new name.
Oh
yeah, we got here.
Yeah, so I don't know if you saw this at all, Aidan, but we renamed the channel. So,
Unbelievable.
So the first original name for the channel was Bonus Action, and it's kind of the play that off of. We had already mentioned this in one of the other quarantine vlogs that we did.
So pretty much, I need to put my Switch down for this. I'm playing Animal Crossing. So pretty much, we were going to use Carter's old channel as our main channel, and then any of the bonus action that we recorded would go on the bonus action channel. And it's also like a reference to a D&D thing, because after you take an action, you can take a bonus action. But there's already a YouTuber named Bonus Action.
He does a lot of D&D stuff, so.
Yeah, so we are now Chaotic Stupid.
That's good.
Which I think it works better for us.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a good
also
name.
my gender.
Yeah. But yeah, so that when did we change? Did we change it today or yesterday?
Yesterday.
I can't even remember.
It was yesterday.
Okay, yeah, so we changed that yesterday. I'm planning on kind of working on an image for the channel, actually making channel art and making some sort of logo for the channel.
Because he's not doing anything. He's off work.
Yeah, I'm going to be off work for a while, apparently, because I just saw a video of this online. Apparently, Trump is pushing social distancing measures to April 30th.
Damn.
Okay, but we're not in America.
But that's going to affect, pretty much all Starbucks as well. So.
Fuck Drumpf.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally wouldn't, but I'm sure he's someone's type.
You wouldn't fuck Drumpf?
I would not fuck him. I'm sorry.
Actually,
he's the most powerful man in the free world.
Actually,
fuck Drumpf.
There is a Trump sex video parody.
How do you know this?
Cinema Snob.
Okay, I was gonna be like, Carter, what kind of weird
Hello, I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it, so you don't have to.
No, not nostalgic. Okay, well, all right. Do you remember any of the guys from that guy with the glasses?
Yeah, I still watch some of them.
Who do you used to watch?
Todd in the Shadows.
All right, I think that's one of the other guys that everyone still kind of universally watches. I still watch Cinema Snob. I think he's the only one I watch of that entire group at this point. But yeah, I don't really see any of the other members of that site doing anything notable.
Yeah, I don't know if I really have watched a Sage video recently or a fucking Nostalgia Chick video recently.
Well, she's not under that. Yeah.
I know it's not really that anymore, but yeah.
I think she's working under a different YouTube channel now.
Yeah, it's it's just under her name now, I think.
Yeah, Lindsay Ellis. So.
Yeah.
I know that was a channel I used to watch a lot back in not Nostalgia Chick, but that guy with the glasses was a channel that I watched a lot back in 2012. 2011, 2012.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I used to watch that shit all the time.
I actually started watching old AVGN episodes recently.
Oh my God,
dude,
Carter.
I still watch AVGN. I watch like AVGN like a lot. That is a classic. That is not aged poorly at all.
So Carter keeps fucking watching these videos right before bed, and then I wake up with his stupid fucking theme in my head at like 5 a.m.
Dude, he's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer.
I don't know.
He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd. How could you not get tired of that?
I had to sit Carter down today, and I was like, it was like when we were having dinner. We were like sitting down having a nice fish dinner.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, you need to stop watching AVGN right before bed, because this is gonna drive me fucking mad.
But here's the thing.
What?
I'm not just watching AVGN. I'm watching a couple different things on Cinemassacre, which is his site.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched a lot more of like his recent stuff and like
James and Mike Mondays and shit.
There's like that, and there was also like the different movie reviews that he's done.
Yeah, with like his little crew.
You specifically put it on AVGN videos right before bed. I don't think you realize this.
Well, yeah, I don't, apparently.
Because I'm the one waking up with that stupid fucking song in my head every morning.
Dude, it's the best song ever made. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, this stupid fucking song. Like, this is the anthem of, like, my generation, okay?
Yeah, I like Cowabunga. Cow a piece of fucking dog shit.
Dude, it's literally comedy's peak, and we will never reach such, like, a pinnacle ever again.
Never, ever again.
Never again. Never again.
Yeah. AVGN, it, like, created comedy, really.
Before that, it was just, like, 3 raccoons in a trench coat, like, pretending to be Andy Kaufman, right?
Pretending to be Andy Kaufman, yeah, exactly.
I had to introduce Carter to Andy Kaufman a while ago, because, like, the little bit of wrestling that I knew before knowing Carter was, like, Andy Kaufman's promos.
Oh, yeah. That's all you should know.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, honestly...
That and the Macho Man!
Well, we were watching, like, some of the Andy Kaufman promos, and, like, he's so good at, like, blurring the lines between, like, kayfabe and reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is it real or not?
Yeah, like, there was the one promo where he wrestles a woman,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and he, like, punched her in the head, and I'm like, is he actually punching her? And like, I was so worried. I was like, is he actually, like, holding back his punches, or, like,
Mm-hmm.
fuck is going on
Yeah,
here?
like, what the fuck is going on here?
Ugh,
like, it was truly... But fuck Jim Carrey, though.
Yeah, fuck Jim Carrey.
So I remember listening to the AEW Unrestricted podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening with you, and it was the episode that JR was on.
Yeah, which is how we got onto the Andy Kaufman thing.
Yeah, because he was talking about that Andy Kaufman movie, because JR was in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He was in the movie doing...
he was doing commentary on the match.
Yeah, on the match that they were having. And he was saying that, like, oh, Jim Carrey's an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, in real life, Andy Kaufman was such, like, a sweet, like, sweethearted, nice person. And Jim Carrey was only portraying him with, like, the crazy...
Fuck. I just got killed by a tarantula in Animal Crossing.
Gosh, you gotta focus.
I'm sorry.
You can get killed?
Yeah, you can fucking... Okay, you don't get killed, you, like, pass out.
As soon as the thing, like, touches you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like how the bees work, basically?
Yeah, except, like, with the bees, it's like a 1-2 thing. Like, the first time you get stung, it's like, oh, whatever, I gotta take medicine. In the new game, it is. And then the second time, you die. But then with the tarantulas, you just die.
It's a one-hit death.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was I saying? It was just JR being like, yeah, Andy Kaufman was actually like the sweetest person in real life, and Jim Carrey was only showing the crazy on-screen promo stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like in the movie. So it was kind of interesting to hear that after seeing the promos, because I think we watched the promos first.
Yeah.
And then we heard JR's words on it.
Mm-hmm. Because I paused, because like when I was 12 years old, I was so obsessed with Andy Kaufman. Because that was like my first foray into comedy.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Andy Kaufman's great.
He is. I also showed Carter Tony Clifton. Fucking love Tony Clifton.
Dude. Fucking yeah. We're in agreement here.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
you don't have to persuade me.
Yeah. So, speaking of wrestling and AEW, did you happen to catch Wednesday the show?
There was like one of these shows or the AEW?
AEW specifically.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I haven't. I don't really watch wrestling that much.
No, it's okay. I just didn't know if because there was an episode that happened last Wednesday.
Chris Jericho tried to cut a promo to a what?
To a drone.
To a drone, yeah.
That's incredible.
It was pretty funny, but yeah.
Wait, but this is like where everybody. This is like. There's no people in the crowd, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
No wrestling shows can hold like a event full of people.
Yeah.
So it's just an empty crowd.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Was saying like the soul of Abraham Lincoln was in the crowd.
That's so weird.
You're gonna have to explain who broke in. Actually, why are you? I'm asking.
He is over 3,000 years old.
Okay, watch. That was loud. So, Matt Hardy. Do you know who Matt Hardy is, Aidan?
Is he one of the Hardy Boys?
He is one of the Hardy Boys. That is correct.
Older one.
He is the older one to Jeff.
Well, now I know that.
I died again.
So,
dude,
Matt
you gotta
Hardy,
stop dying. Like,
I'm just gonna get away from Australia right now.
Yeah.
Fuck Australia.
Australia's not good.
We're coming out as anti-Australia on this podcast right now. Anti-Australia. Fuck Australia. # fuck Australia.
Fuck Australia.
Please don't get that trending. Please don't. I'll be like, no, Australians, you're great. Please don't hate us.
A bunch of fucking cunts.
No.
That's
a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Oh my god. Gosh, you guys.
Oh, sorry, we didn't say it right. It's actually Kunt.
It's actually Knunts.
I didn't enunciate that correctly.
Oh my god. You make worse dad jokes than I do.
Enunciate. There we go.
All right. We get it.
Now you know how I feel.
Oh god. Okay, so Matt Hardy. Let's get back on track with this. So Matt Hardy is part of the Hardy Boys. That's when he was in WWE. And there's a time where him and Jeff both left and began to work for a different promotion called TNA. Not Tits and Ass. It's called Total Nonstop Action Wrestling.
I wasn't worried that it was called Tits and Ass.
I mean, yeah, I always have to say that, but yeah.
It would be cool to work for Tits and Ass, though. They're very it's a very lucrative field.
I know. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so they're working for this promotion, and one of the things that people love about Chris Jericho is that throughout his entire career, he's been in the business for a good 30 years, I believe, since he was 18. And throughout most of his career, he'd always learned to reinvent himself. He would change his character every couple of years to make him feel more fresh.
He was always an asshole.
He was always an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
He's very good as a heel and kind of doing that. As Matt Hardy was getting older, he's kind of been going through that same mentality that he needs to kind of reinvent himself and change his character every couple years to A, work with his style, and B, to connect with the crowd, whether it be a face or a heel. So there was one thing that he did. I think it was a match between him and his brother in TNA, and this happened in like 2014, I believe, where he took a really bad bump and he fell on his head. It looked really gnarly, but he was like, "Hey, why don't I use that bump as part of like development for?"
Oh, I see. I got you.
Yeah. So his what happened was that after he had that accident, he had like amnesia, and then he started getting this like weird personality like difference. And changing his personality where like he started talking about all this weird shit, like he was
all in a bad British accent.
All a really bad British accent that was like, it's like, I am over 3,000 years old.
No, this is Damascus. Damascus is 3,000 years old.
It's essentially the same thing, but he would like refer to himself as Broken Matt Hardy, and he's been like
and Jeff was Brother Nero.
Yeah, and he'd be like, he was living different lives throughout many like countless centuries. And
damn.
Yeah, like a real like it was insane. And like at first people were like, we don't understand what the fuck this is, and a lot of people were like, this is stupid. But like over time it just slowly started to grow on everyone, and it's turned into like one of the best characters in the business. Like one of the
so he has like a lot of like lore and shit though, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so much Matt Hardy.
He has his own on YouTube where he puts a lot of his promo work on there, and like a lot of stuff about his character. Case in point being, there's a point back in 2018, I believe, where he went back to WWE with Jeff, and everyone was like, he needs to bring out the Broken Matt Hardy character in WWE. So he came back to WWE with his brother. After a couple of months, he debuted the character, but WWE just didn't understand what they had, and they kind of didn't use Matt as best as they could have.
Yeah.
And he knew that after like kind of working in the company with his character. And it was up till recently, I believe at the beginning of March, that he let his contract expire with WWE, and he was offered work at AEW. And this just happened, I believe, like 2 weeks ago. And he like joined AEW as this broken Matt Hardy character.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's a new soul trapped inside of him.
It's a lot of the same character work that he was doing like years ago, but he refers to himself as Damascus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like he uses Matt Hardy as a vessel, and he's over 3,000 years old.
And he can see the soul of Abraham Lincoln in the crowd.
That's awesome.
He doesn't just mention Abraham Lincoln; he mentions King and mentions Malcolm X, I believe.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, and like, mind you, this is in the middle of an empty arena, and he's pointing out to empty crowd seats.
Oh, and he can teleport.
Oh yeah, that was strange.
Yeah, Matt Hardy can teleport now.
That's great.
But like,
I'm all for this.
Yeah. So, but like, I don't think we're getting the right idea of what his voice is. His voice is like, what's a good example? It's like,
Brother Nero, I knew you'd call.
I knew.
Books of youth, mower of lawn.
Like, he has this really like weird, like, I don't know how you describe it.
It's a really bad British accent. Like, it's an offensive British accent.
But it's also kind of like, it's not British. It's
like if a guy from South Carolina tried to do a bad British accent, which is what it is.
Oh, that's great.
Or is he from North Carolina? I don't know.
He's from Carolina.
Yeah, there's two Carolinas.
I know, but I'm just saying he is from Carolina. I don't remember which. But
the future ultimate nation state of Ultimate Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina and Dakota. And Virginia.
Carolota.
It's actually Neo Carolina and Neo Dakota. Or no, it's
Neo
Carolina 2. It's Carolina 2.
Carolina 2.
Oh, don't forget Kansas.
Arkansas.
It's Arkansas and Kansas. They just combined them into one.
Just like a mega state.
Oh my god.
Can we just like get rid of Idaho?
Yeah, because Idaho.
Oh,
Idaho.
Got him.
We do get rid of them.
Got him.
Have you seen that? This weather guy posted on Twitter that his daughter was like making a map. She like redid the US map and she like made one state really long and got rid of Idaho completely.
Oh yeah, fuck Idaho. Honestly, she's right. She's based.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's in Idaho?
Corn?
Hose.
Corn hose.
That's where they make hose.
Oh my gosh. Because I'm trying like what major cities are in Idaho?
Des Moines.
Des Moines?
Yep. I think.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's Idaho.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
I hope you're right.
Do they have potatoes there?
No, that's Iowa. Iowa is Des Moines.
Oh.
What the fuck is Idaho?
I'm gonna look at fucking Idaho.
Boise is the Idaho capital.
Boise.
This podcast is just going to be us bashing different cities.
Okay,
and
Idaho
countries.
does have potatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, they have Yellowstone.
I've never heard of these cities.
Yellowstone is a park.
Oh, okay.
Yellowstone is a park, you dumb bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. What the fuck,
Carter? Whoa! You can't hear it, but that's the sound of my heart breaking. I'm hurt. Just got
the Johnny Cash version or the Nine Inch Nails version?
Johnny Cash.
Okay.
It's the one that's better.
Oh my god, the fucking slogan of Idaho is great potatoes, tasty destinations. Fuck Idaho. That's all I need to know. Fuck Idaho.
Wait, one of the slogans was fuck Idaho?
No, it might as well be.
One of the slogans, that would be so funny if the slogans were just like friendly potatoes or something, and then you get to the end and it's like fuck Idaho.
Oh my god. Just fuck him.
Just fuck him.
Yeah. Fuck it. Jesus. God. What
friendly
other
potatoes?
Okay, so like everyone knows certain states in the US. So everyone knows
Okay, so
hold on. Let me
for reference for listeners, Carter and I are Canadian.
Yeah, so
Carter barely knows Canadian geography.
I'm really geography was one of my worst subjects. I'm gonna say that right now. I got like a 50.
That's
so
a 50?
A 50 in Canada is a pass.
It is.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got bare minimum. But yeah, so everyone knows like major.
Why didn't you get Fox minimum?
I'm sorry?
Like bear minimum or fox minimum or, you know, like other animals minimum? Why is it always bear minimum?
Carter just dropped the mic. Keep doing this. I like it.
Why is it always bear minimum when it could be like, you know, squirrel minimum? That's smaller than a bear.
You know what? I'm going to start calling it tardigrade minimum because that's the smallest you can get.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're still called bears. They're water bears.
Yeah, so it is bare minimum.
Yes.
But just in the water instead of being a land bear.
Yeah. Oh God, I wish I could show you Carter's face. Actually, I can show you Carter's face now.
Okay, do it. Is he like locked up in like a loop?
I'll show you. Wait, no, fuck, that's switching my camera. Apparently I don't know how to take a photo on Discord.
Diddy died.
He is an upset man.
He's Kill.
Okay, I just sent it.
When were you when Carter is Kill?
Oh god, it's taking a while to load.
I'm putting this in the podcast. I hope
you're putting this photo in the podcast?
Yeah.
That's going to be the thumbnail.
Are you
That's
sure
so
you're
good.
putting that in the podcast, Carter?
On second thought, yeah, I should probably put a shirt on before I do that.
Photoshop a shirt onto it.
Yes.
Just do a really bad Photoshop edit.
Yeah. No, just draw a shirt in MS Paint.
Oh my
No, I'll
God.
just do Eden, you'll see what I'm about to do.
Okay.
Just draw a shirt on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just the face.
No, you'll see. You'll see. So yeah, I'll just do that.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Just the face of defeat. Take the mic back.
Okay, so
Why isn't there a face of the hands if there's a face of the feet?
Carter's making the face again.
So what I
Got
was
you.
trying to say. So there's like the states that everyone knows. Okay.
The states that non-Americans know.
That non-Americans know. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's states like Idaho, which nobody gives a shit about.
Mm-hmm.
What other states that fall under that category?
Rhode Island.
That nobody gives a shit about?
Okay, well, no, not Rhode Island, because people know Rhode Island from Family Guy.
Fuck Rhode Island.
Okay, so states that nobody gives a shit about, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the one with the Mormons?
That is Utah.
There we go. Yeah, fuck Utah.
But people do give a shit about Utah.
Also,
Okay.
you can't say people don't give a shit about Ohio, because Cincinnati is in Ohio, and John Moxley's from Cincinnati.
I like John Moxley.
Exactly.
He has
So,
a dog.
yeah.
Okay.
His wife. Out of context, that sounds terrible.
All right, Delaware.
Yeah, fuck Delaware.
What the fuck is Delaware?
Delaware's your new gender.
It's a useless piece of shit state that's like south of Pennsylvania, I think.
Okay,
it's very small.
Mm-hmm.
It's like as big as Rhode Island, or maybe smaller.
Rhode Island's the smallest state.
Okay, so it's big. It's the second smallest state, probably.
Yeah, Rhode Island is the smallest state, and it's the state with the longest official name.
Wow.
Is Rhode Island actually an island?
I don't even know.
I don't think so. I don't think it's an island.
Well, that's false advertising.
Yeah, Rhode Island's not an island.
Yeah, that's false advertising. God damn, I'm pissed.
Okay.
All right, here's another state. West Virginia.
West Virginia!
Oh, that does have something.
Okay,
never mind.
people. Is there an East Virginia?
No.
No, that's regular Virginia.
Wait, hold on. There's West Virginia and Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay, nobody gives a shit about regular Virginia. West Virginia, everyone knows from the song.
Yeah, West Virginia is... Yeah, I guess nobody does give a shit about regular Virginia, unless you're
off so many people with this podcast.
Okay, so the official name of Rhode Island is State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations.
Yeah, Providence is like the capital, I think.
Is Rhode Island and is Providence the capital of Rhode Island?
I'm pretty sure.
Also, Providence Plantations.
Yes.
Yeah, like ooh.
Yeah, because the U.S.
That's some bad history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a state no one gives a shit about: Oklahoma.
Yeah, I could agree with that. What's their like main cities?
I don't even know.
What's the capital of Rhode Island? Okay, yeah, the capital is Providence.
Yeah. You know what is good about Providence?
What?
Oh, I thought someone was going to say something. So, the only thing good about Providence is they named a Gundam after Providence.
Oh, you Gundam nerd.
They named the Raul Crusades Gundam in Gundam Seed the Providence Gundam.
Whoa.
This is a true fact.
Wow, it does sound true.
Yeah. I'm gonna look that up before I see.
Okay, here's a state that nobody gives a shit about. Indiana.
Yeah, what the fuck is in Indiana? Indianapolis, but what's in Indianapolis?
Yes. Raul Crusades Gundam
people,
is Providence.
People allegedly are people fucking live there.
Yeah, fuck Indiana.
So I was correct about Providence Gundam.
We should get people to stop living in Indiana.
Yeah, we should recruit them all to Idaho, right?
I thought we said Idaho is nothing as well.
Yeah, no, just potatoes.
We're boosting Idaho. We want to boost Idaho by getting rid of Indiana.
So this podcast is going to signal boost Idaho. They need some more recognition out there.
We're going to take all the people that are in Indiana and put them in Idaho, thereby erasing Indiana.
Guys, we need your vote to make sure that Idaho beats out T-Series, all right?
Idaho beats out T-Series?
PewDiePie is... That's a data reference.
God. Remember when PewDiePie played Amnesia?
Oh my god. That was what, 2013? 2012?
We were in high school at the time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember old Markiplier and PewDiePie.
Markiplier, I remember old Markiplier.
Yeah. Remember old Game Grumps?
Yep.
JonTron?
Fuck JonTron. No, I like him.
We just stopped watching his stuff.
Yeah.
You don't watch his recent stuff?
No, not really.
No, there's the Flex Seal thing. But the Flex Seal guy is a really big Trump supporter.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I stopped buying Flex Seal products, which sucks because they actually work really well.
I don't think that guy makes them, though.
No.
I don't think he's in his house brewing up black cauldrons of Flex Seal.
It is his company, though.
Okay, well, you should steal the Flex Seal formula and make another Flex Seal company, and then
turn into fucking SpongeBob, where we're just gonna try and steal the Flex Seal formula to make our own Flex Seal.
But our commercials are gonna have hookers and blow.
Yeah, and bananas.
Yeah. Okay, so today I had to explain to Carter what scissor was.
The drug?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
that's not that's not that crazy that he wouldn't know what that is.
Well, here's something that I'm pretty sure I've told you about this in the past, Aidan, but when I was in college, there was one day where I was like, I'm feeling like absolute shit, but I really need to go into class because it's fucking college. You miss 1 week and you're missing a whole ton of work. So I brought a bottle of cough syrup with me to class, and I just started chugging the bottle. I'd take chugs halfway through class and just take a little bit every now and then. And I finished the entire bottle by the end of the day, and I was legitimately high by the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to explain to Carter today, codeine gets you high. That's the whole point.
And I didn't realize it at the time.
You have cough syrup that has codeine in it in Canada?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, some brands will have...
None of our cough syrup has codeine in it. It just has DXM and other shit, but...
Some of ours has codeine in it.
That's pretty crazy.
It's usually just small amounts.
I forget what brand I had with me. I'm pretty sure it was I don't think it was Dayquil, but it was might have been a no-name brand.
Yeah, the store brand.
Yeah. It was of the same kind of size that we have here, which is, how much is this bottle size?
This size? Hold on. I actually have a picture. I actually have a picture of I have a Dayquil bottle right here. Oh my god, did you send me a fucking picture of these dogs that are named Kush, Sativa, and Indica?
Yeah.
I saw you doing that.
Okay, here's the Dayquil bottle in my room. Is it like this size?
Oh, we're about to see. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you sent it. Yeah, that's like what, 230?
Yes, that's 12 ounces.
Yeah, 12 ounces. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with numbers. So if you give me a visual, something, then like, oh, those are cute dogs.
Your names are Kush, Sativa, and Indica.
Yeah.
Yeah, but their names are not cute.
But
Sativa would make a really pretty girl's name, if not it being weed.
you want to know what's funny?
Yeah.
This picture, from afar, I thought sativa was saliva. So
every time I read the word saliva,
that's accurate for a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for a Newfie.
Oh my god.
Newfies are just all saliva.
They're saliva and skin.
And skin.
And
yeah.
excess skin.
Excess skin with on it.
Yes.
Yeah. But
but it was funny you said that there's codeine like in the cough syrup because we were talking about the chemicals in cough syrup because actually if you want to robo-trip, then it's actually surprisingly hard to find the right one to like use. Like, because you want cough syrup that just has DXM in it and nothing else. But like, there's like 500 different varieties of cough syrup, and they all say like cold and flu or like decongestion or whatever. And anything that isn't just DXM cough syrup is like bad, because if you take too much like acetaminophen, which is in like the one for like cold and flu, you're gonna get like liver. It's gonna like hurt your liver because like So it's weird that like you guys can first of all get like ones with codeine, but also like it's probably like they don't have. It's probably more widely available to just have the one with DXM. I think they probably don't keep a lot of the ones with just DXM in it so that people don't do it like that. Specifically for that reason.
So we have this brand of cough syrup in Canada, Buckley's. I don't know if you have it there. But they have like the original formula, and then they had the DX formula. And they pulled it because people were getting high because it's just that. The original formula is just capsaicin.
Really?
Yeah. Because I was looking up like, because last time I was like, I had a cold. I was like, I need to get like better fast because like when I'm at work, I make a lot of phone calls, and I don't want people hearing me like coughing and shit. So I was looking up like the different brands and comparing and stuff, and I was looking at Buckley's because like growing up, I loved the taste of Buckley's, but the whole thing with Buckley's is it's supposed to taste awful. But anyways, I was looking up like the active ingredients in it, and all it is pine sap and capsaicin.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm like, how the fuck is capsaicin to help you with your cold? Because like I eat a lot of spicy food, and like it's very temporary, like the decongesting. Yeah,
definitely.
I feel like
it does work.
It does work, yeah.
I feel like Buckley's might have been like even if it is temporary, I feel like it might have been one of those things that it was made. I think it was made like 100 years ago.
Over 100 years ago.
Over 100 years ago, and it's kind of just been like a, not like an official remedy, but like a homemade remedy that somehow caught on.
Yeah, I don't know. I always liked the taste of Buckley's. My mom would be like, "Don't drink all the Buckley's. You're gonna get high."
Oh my God.
That's a different kind of high.
Don't drink all the Buckley's. You're gonna get high.
Says my mother, who befriends the crows.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Do you want to mention that
She
story?
what?
My mom is a real life druid. She just goes outside and befriends wild animals and brings them inside. And her favorite animal to befriend are crows.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's what she do.
That's, well, you know, some people have found their calling in life.
Yeah, growing up we would lure wild raccoons to our home to feed them apples.
That's crazy. I love that.
Yep. My mother is a wonderful person. Wonderful person, but like
the way that you're talking, it's kind of like Trump. You're like, yes, my mother is a wonderful person. A wonderful person, yes. And then,
well,
you know how he like repeats shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but I have a stutter, so that's why I repeat things.
Okay, but it's just funny the way that it came out.
Yeah. I love my mom.
However, the two of you should not be around each other for too long, is what you've told me.
Yeah. We're too much alike. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So you clash is the issue, or what?
We clash a little. We also might end up. I'm also afraid, like, we're gonna do stupid things, like we're gonna go steal a fox or something.
Or steal a horse.
Steal a fox.
Yeah.
Steal it.
Yeah, just
Eating it.
Just take it away in the night.
Don't.
I was once considering stealing a police horse because in Toronto we have police horses.
They have that in New York, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not police horses, but they have horses around.
Yeah, in Toronto,
Just
like
around.
we have cops that ride horses. And,
dude, that's just cool. That's like not something to be ashamed of.
Someone would call them, how you would say, Mounties?
No, those aren't Mounties.
I know they're not Mounties, but
they're a whole separate.
They're mounted.
They're mounted.
Yeah, they are the mounted units. The Toronto mounted units, from my understanding, are usually officers who are closer to retirement. So, like, instead of risking their lives, I hate that. Instead of that, they just ride horses, and they have to clean up their horse's shit whenever they poop. One time, I was on a streetcar because we have streetcars in Toronto, and the streetcar.
What is a streetcar? Like a trolley?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Call them a streetcar.
Yeah, Carter calls them land trains.
Land train.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Pokemon. Land train.
Okay, so I was on a streetcar, and we had to stop for like 10 minutes because a police horse took a shit in the middle of the tracks. And if you go through the tracks, it gets all in the fucking streetcar system. So we had to stop and like wait for the cop to clean up horse shit.
That's great.
Yeah, it's just Toronto life.
All right, so
Toronto.
why don't we back up a bit? And you said that Land Train is your favorite Pokemon, Aidan.
Mm-hmm.
So, why don't we change lanes and go on to the topic of Pokemon?
Okay.
Okay, just like quick topic of Pokemon. Have you played all like the mainline games?
I haven't played Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield.
Sun and Moon kind of sucks.
Sun and
I
Moon,
didn't play those.
Don't shove.
Let me shove the dragon fruit in your mouth, Carter.
Shoving dried fruit in my mouth while I'm trying to ask a question.
That's amazing.
So yeah, Sun and Moon are very story heavy. So
Story not bad. It's the fact that like the whole gym thing is completely gone. And like
there's no gyms?
There's no gyms in Sun and Moon. It's challenges. And it's like I appreciate the challenge aspect, but like if you sprinkle them like in between gyms and then like had the traditional gym battle in the end, that would be fine. But yeah. So
you get badges though, or
you still get badges?
You do get badges.
So they're gyms though.
Gives you...
Then
No, they're not gyms.
They don't refer to them as gyms at all.
But they are functionally the same thing, though.
Kind of not really. There's no like actual buildings for it, from my memory.
So they are in like
you'll go into a cave, and you have to like chase like 5 pat rats, and then you have to face the watchdog at the end.
Like every challenge ends with what they refer to as a totem Pokemon, which is like a more beefed up version of like a Pokemon.
That also summons other Pokemon that you have to fight.
Catch it?
No, but they do in Ultra Sun and Ultra. They give you, after a certain amount of Pokemon you've put into your Pokedex, they do give you like a version of each totem Pokemon after a certain amount
milestone.
Of Pokemon caught. Which do actually, who are bigger than their original counterpart. So in Moon, in Sun, you face Watchog, which is new to that game.
Why is the sprite so wide?
That is actually, I didn't even notice that.
I'm gonna send you something.
Yeah, so just watch your Facebook link, your Facebook Messenger in a second, Aidan. But what's it called? What's it called? In Moon, it's a Alolan Raticate instead. So if you know what the size of a Raticate is, it's like 3 times the size of a regular Raticate.
Whoa.
So like the totem Pokemon are bigger, but like that's kind of the only thing that's different about them.
Also, why is the sprite so wide?
Dude, the sprite is really wide.
Some would say it's dummy thick.
God.
It's alerting all the guards.
No. I can't do it. Voice is too high pitched.
Colonel. I'm dummy thick.
So, but what I was going to bring about with Pokemon, I always. So, Eden, you said if we were doing a new Pokemon game, you would usually go fire?
It depends on my mood.
Because I would always start with a water Pokemon. That's just how I am. It's the kind of the constant that I do with every new Pokemon game. The only time I've changed that was in Ruby and Sapphire, which I went with Torchic because Blaziken is cool. And I know my brother always went fire type, and he changed it to grass when he played 3rd gen. Did you have that kind of system as well when playing like the earlier Pokemon games?
What do you mean, like
for the starter Pokemon?
Were you like, I'm always choosing grass, or I'm always choosing water? Or were you like me and you're like, I'm really feeling Totodile today?
So whenever I play like a new Pokemon game, I don't have like a starter that I always go with. It's usually like I don't really get. So the first time I played, I picked Bulbasaur, but I didn't actually ever finish that playthrough. And then my first finished playthrough was with Squirtle on Leaf Green. Was my first game that I finished.
Yeah.
So after that, I think I started choosing only fire because it was the hardest one to. Hold on, someone's texting me. Let me get this real quick.
Oh.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Honestly, I always kind of just stuck with one type, although it really did limit my options out in the wild. Like, if I always started with a water type, there's no way I was going to use Pokemon that were water type in the wild. Like, I don't know, like a Tentacool or a Poliwag or fucking, I don't know, just literally any of them, because there's so many different water types. 7 out of 10, too much water, Hoenn shit. So I played
Okay, actually, so I think the reason I started choosing fire was because I played. So I played. I don't think I finished it, but I got pretty far through a playthrough of Pokemon Silver with Cyndaquil as my starter.
Cyndaquil?
Yes, yeah.
Mm.
I chose Cyndaquil in Gen 2 on an actual Gen 2 cart that was still able to save somehow, which is crazy. Like it was probably like 10 years old by that point when I started using it, and it still saved for a while, but then it like I think it ran out while I had the cartridge, so it like stopped saving, so I didn't actually finish. I don't think I got all 8 badges with in Kanto with that one, but anyway,
So
I
will
basically
say,
started doing fire the entire time is basically the basic thing from that to take home is that I did only fire for a long time.
yeah, I was gonna say that like it is common, that problem that you had with Silver, where like the battery ran out, because apparently all the batteries in like the Pokemon games ran out at some in second gen, specifically Gold and Silver. They ran out at around the same time. I know my gold. I still have my gold cart, and that battery ran out pretty early.
I need to teach you how to change a fucking battery.
Yeah, but like that was a common thing, that the batteries ran out pretty all around the same time. So a lot of people's physical carts of gold and silver do not have a working battery unless they've learned how to change it themselves, which I haven't.
I'm going to teach you how to change a battery.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to change a watch battery too.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I'm pretty sure the silver and gold ones ran out faster because they had the clock.
Yeah,
and the other ones is the red and blue were lasted longer because they didn't have to use the clock all the time, but they still ran out eventually.
Yeah, the clock was the real issue from what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
So
because it's the same with third gen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
third gen is when I learned how to change a battery in a Game Boy cartridge. Yeah.
I've always been afraid to open up a Game Boy cartridge, considering that like I've never been good with like meticulous like moving wires and stuff.
It's not that hard.
When you have shaky hands, it's really bad. I have shaky hands. That's why I find it really hard to draw like straight, consistent lines. Mm-hmm. I always do like scribbly lines, mm-hmm. and then kind of fix it up later.
Yeah.
Because my hands are just too shaky when trying to do details. So I'm always afraid of like going in, like opening up a console and like trying to go anywhere near circuit boards, because I feel like I'm gonna mess something like while I'm in there.
Yeah.
So
I also had shaky arms a lot, or shaky hands a lot. Back in the day when I was like on Adderall for ADHD and stuff. Yeah. But I still was able to like pull off a lot of stuff like that. It's actually not as hard as you would think. Like unless you're like doing soldering, it's a little harder, but like as long as everything's like held down securely and stuff, there's like a little bit of like room for error, kind of, you know what I mean? So like and also you can like practice on like trash, like pieces of like not trash, but like like if you like lose like a piece of like lose something for a wireless part for a mouse, and then you can just open up the mouse and like fuck with it with the soldering iron to practice if you're like not confident.
Yeah, that's true. That's something I've never really considered.
We also don't have a soldering iron.
That too. So that'd be something we'd have to get.
Yeah. I recommend getting that, even if it's like you only use it once.
So I see we're coming up on the pretty much about the time that we should probably be wrapping up soon. Mm-hmm. Aidan, you got anything new you want to plug for the end of this podcast?
Not really. I guess I have one, like my pop punk project has a single coming out soon-ish, I guess. With this coronavirus, it's probably going to happen, you know, maybe in the next month or 2 months.
It's not the same one from last podcast, right?
No, the last podcast was a teach mode.
Okay,
yeah.
This is
Biolante.
Biolante.
The one with like the ska and shit.
Do you also have a Bandcamp for this one?
Yeah, but it doesn't have anything on it yet, so it doesn't really. There's not really a reason to link it. I do have a Facebook page for it.
All right, I'll link the Facebook page.
Okay.
I'll link all three of the. I'll link what I linked in the podcast band page. If that's okay with you?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, so I'll link that. Eden, you want to shout out anything?
Fuck Idaho.
Yeah, fuck Idaho.
Until everyone from Indiana moves there.
Hashtag fuck Idaho.
Fuck Idaho.
Fuck.
We want everyone from
Indiana, Idaho.
Can we like merge the two states?
Okay, all right.
But take a little bit out of every state that's in between them, so that there's like this one just really long state.
There's a really it's a really thin line between connecting the two states. A very, very thin line that goes through all the other states.
A half mile wide.
Oh my god, yeah.
Here's what we're gonna do.
It's the very small strip of Indiana, Idaho.
We're gonna make this project in the future where we can record this. We'll make the new map of America, where we can trace over an original, like an actual state map of the U.S. And we'll make up a new series of states.
A better America.
America 2. We're gonna make
Neo America.
Neo America.
That's amazing.
We should do this. This will be a separate video. I'm calling it now. I'm gonna slap my approval on that.
You better put that on the whiteboard.
Oh, I will absolutely put it on our whiteboard. So it's gonna be stuff that we'll have to do at some point. I don't know when, but yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this podcast. Thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you all next time.
All right. See ya, viewers.